Hi, my name is Dana and welcome to another video. This week we are going on some blind dates with some books. So in my unboxing of the Love Sweet Arrow mystery box, I purchased 3 blind date with a books from them. And I'm very excited to read these books and see what they are. Also kind of have guesses what the genres are. So we're gonna be starting with this one first, and then after I read this one, we will open another one and see what that book is. So this first one I'm excited to read and see what it is because it sounds historical based on the little blurb here, and someone did try and guess it in the unboxing video, so I'll leave a link to that. But this one, I have the book, and if it is what the book is, so upside down. So the guess that someone had is that this is Never Judge a Lady by Her Cover by Sarah MacLean, because it says Lady by Day, Double Identity by Night. What could go wrong? And so this book follows Georgiana, who has a double identity as Chase, a casino gambling owner. So if it's this book, that'd be so funny because I just recently read it. So this video could be much shorter than I thought it'd be. But if it's not, I'm so excited for another secret identity lady. Size-wise, obviously mass market. The spines definitely seem like it could be. So I don't know. I haven't taken a picture of this book in the little blind date, so I'm gonna be very gentle with the tape and the wrapping, which gentle is not my forte, so that's I did it. Okay, we're gonna open out together. Gonna pull it out. Don't wanna rip this. Okay. It looks white. Oh, it could be. Is it it? It is! Oh my god, that's so funny. So it is. You were correct who guessed it. I love that. I got sent a Sarah MacLean book. Oh, it's a used copy too. Interesting. I didn't know that the blind dates were used. So I'll probably be passing this on to someone. I don't think it's not signed. My copy's not signed either. So funny. So let's move on to the next one. I'm not going to be rereading this. I love this book. It's really fantastic. I definitely recommend starting from the beginning with this series, but also reading the series before it, which is The Love by Numbers. This character is in Love by Numbers. You wouldn't recognize how her story wraps up, but it's just worth it to go through the whole MacLean backlist because that's what I did. But love it. Highly recommend. Oh, and there's a whole live chat discussion about this on my channel with me, Kelly, and Be in Her Books. So I'll leave that link down below. This is turning into a much different, shorter video than I thought it'd be. So funny. Okay, so I left that intact. Oh, let me see if I can put it back in its little package. So let's move on to the next one. I hope I haven't read that one either. I will definitely be passing this along to someone. But I love this book and I love the cover. She's wearing pants. But putting my copy back. Okay, so let's move on to one of the other ones. Okay, let's go with this one. It sounds contemporary, so I could be definitely in the mood for it. So let's read it together. Traveling, never staying in one place until love shows up. Ooh, okay. Let's open it. I hope I don't own it or have read it. If I own it, then whatever, I'll have another copy. But having read it, especially if I read it recently. But it's a great book to have in a blind date with. Oh my god. I really should have taken these pictures beforehand. Oh my god. Haha. I had opened. Okay, let's reveal this together. Oops. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's ripping. Oh, okay, I think that's the cover. Oh, okay, so this is When the Stars Come Out by Laura Trentham. Okay, let's read the back. Okay, Cotton Bloom, a place where a woman can escape her past and find reason to stay forever. This is obviously contemporary, looks kind of country-esque, so probably small town romance. Willa Brown was on the way to somewhere else when she landed in Cotton Bloom and found work at the Abbott Brothers garage and a sense of comfort and safety that she had never known. The same holds true for Jackson Abbott himself. With one glance in her direction, he can make Willa's heart melt. But what begins as an unrequited crush turns into something far more powerful than Willa could have ever imagined. Jackson's most meaningful relationship has always been with his car, and he's not afraid to admit it. Still, he can't help but become emotionally entangled with his new star mechanic, Willa, who is definitely hiding some dark secrets of her own beneath the hood. Jackson desperately wants Willa to trust him and to seek protection in his arms. But even as the two slowly surrender to their shared attraction, the danger lurking in Willa's past remains a stubborn obstacle. Can she open up enough to give them both a chance at having real and lasting love? Okay, so this is a St. Martin's Press book. Definitely contemporary. Let's see when it came out. It came out in 2018. So definitely sounds really fun, like a sweet read. They both have secrets, kind of, and, you know, both kind of closed off to love. I'm excited to read it. I need to take a picture of it in its blind date little jacket thing. And then the next book I will open up after I finish reading this one. So hopefully this video is gonna go by so much faster than I thought. We will definitely have to do this again because I will keep supporting Love Sweet Arrow as much as possible. Hey everyone, so update time. It's been a few weeks for me, but moments for you. I wasn't really in the mood for this book. So I actually started it so today's a Monday, so I started reading it on a Saturday, I think, and I got halfway through, so it's 310 pages long, and I'm on page 170, and I quite enjoy it. So this is a small town romance. I believe this is the 5th in the Cotton Bloom series. And via Goodreads I learned that this couple appears in the book prior to this one, and so this follows Willa Brown, and she's kind of been living in this town on the run, kind of very poor, for 2 years, and she works at a mechanic garage that's owned by 3 brothers, and her romance is with one of the brothers, Jackson, and their kind of romance starts in like an interesting place because they've obviously worked together and known each other for 2 years, but this is kind of the first time he's like noticed her as a woman rather than just kind of this quiet girl who is really great at her job, but like he doesn't really know her and she's not like open about getting to know him either. But we do know that she's kind of had a crush on him, and kind of reveals that like there's some dark secrets of her past that she's trying to hide from, and he's like all of a sudden just like really into her. There's been a lot of really cute moments. This takes place during the fall, so it's very aptly timed to when I'm reading it. Kind of a really cute cast of characters that were clearly kind of characters from the prior books. It kind of has that like quaint, like cute feel, but it is quite steamy, and I didn't expect that to happen. Things that maybe I don't love about it so much, some of the language and maybe cultural references, I guess, like pop culture references and some of like slang terms feel quite outdated. This book only came out in 2018, so it's only 2 years old. I know this is an author who's kind of written a huge backlist. But so like the main character, Willa, is 25, and like sometimes she says things and I'm like, how old are you? Like, I am 24 turning 25. Like, these references she comes out with, I'm like, maybe like someone should have edited that to like make her feel more current, because like this feels like it takes place in like the early 2000s when it's, you know, present day-ish. There's some really cute moments with a dog that she finds. Just overall like a really sweet read, and probably something I wouldn't have picked up or found on my own, especially because it's part of a series, but also small town quaint romances aren't typically something I gravitate towards. It's not that I don't like them, it's just like not my, like, it's not gonna, you know, turn my wheels, you know, but it's cute and fun. I still have more to go, but I really like this couple together and they're really sweet. Willa does have like that I'm not like other girls type of thing. Jackson's like interest in her after like also being her boss and like having known her for 2 years and not really thinking of her as a woman is also kind of weird. Do I think this is the greatest book ever? No, but like it's a fun time. It's cute. It is what it is. I'm super excited to find out what the next blind date book is, but I have to finish this one first and then we'll be able to find out together. But I'm currently, this clip is taking place during the week of the Kindle Clear Out readathon, so I'm intermittently gonna be reading ebooks this week, so I probably won't pick this back up until the weekend. So who knows when this blog is gonna get updated, like uploaded, so I'll see you when I see you when I finish this book. Bye-bye for now. So I've finally finished When the Stars Come Out by Laura Trentham. This is the 5th book in the Cotton Bloom series. I feel like I've been reading this book for like a month. I think because it's a small town romance and it's not typically a trope that I lean towards. It's like, I like Hallmark movies, but I don't really enjoy reading it. To me, it just feels very slow. And I also just like typically think that small town romance, you know, traditional like mass market ones have very like bad sex scenes. And they're typically very low steam, but this one quite surprised me and I rather enjoyed all of the times. So the story wrapped up with Willa and Jackson ending up in a really great place. Willa coming to terms with the fact that she felt like she didn't deserve anything because of the, not necessarily her own mistakes that she made, but things that happened to her friend that caused her friend's death because of Willa's deadbeat boyfriend. And her relationship with her dad had been strained because of her stepmom. And Jackson had to deal with his issues with his mom who had left them as kids. And honestly, I feel like the first half of this book of them like getting together was really great, but then it was just like the same trust issue over and over. So I'm giving this 3 stars, and I don't think this was a bad read. I think if you're looking for something like kind of, you know, low stakes in terms of your romance and you just want like an easy read, I think this would be like one of those books that's like really great for the beach. And overall, like, I enjoyed it. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with it, but it's not, you know, my new favorite thing. I would be interested in reading other books from the series, so I think that's really great. And overall, I thought this was really nice, and I think it was a nice kind of blind date with a book, because I would A, never have picked up a book like this, and B, I had never heard of it before. So overall, I really like the story concept of the mechanic, the girl with the mysterious backstory. I think overall, I really enjoyed this, and I would be interested in more, but was it outstanding quality work? I don't think so, and I don't think the plot was anything quite unique enough for me to be like, this is the best book I've read this month, and it's not. And it taking me a month to read and me not wanting to pick it back up tells me something, you know? So I'm very excited to find out what the last book is in the blind date with a book video. Hopefully I can read this one quickly because I really want to finish this video. So let's read what the blind book tag was, and then we shall open it up and see what book it is. So it says, community service, art community service, question mark? We'll see, or we shall see. So let's open it up. I feel like I'm gonna try and like not just tear it. I've already taken pictures of these, so we should be good. Obviously it sounds like it's gonna be contemporary. Oh, I see pink. Do I have the back? Here's the front cover. Whoa, this is not what I thought this was gonna be. This is a Harlequin romance. This is Bending the Rules by Susan Anderson. Some rules are made to be broken. Oh, I think it's a cop romance. I'm not into reading about a cop romance right now. When did this come out? Oh, this came out in 2009. Interesting. Well, let's read the back and see what this is about. He could be her fantasy man if he could just lighten up. Tall, dark, and intense, Detective Jason DeSanchez excites all kinds of fantasies in Poppy Calloway, but when she suggests the 3 teens caught spray painting a Seattle neighborhood be given art-related community service and he just wants to see them pay, all bets are off. With the men in his family always in and out of the slammer, Jace was raised in foster care. He knows what it takes to walk the line, and his #1 self-imposed rule, avoid his hunger for sexy, irresistible Poppy, who challenges him on everything, but it's a vow that gets harder and harder to keep. I don't know if this is something that I want to read right now. I think with the current political climate, I am just not interested in anything police related, and I bet a lot of people are not. You know, full transparency on that one. So maybe I'll read a chapter of this and then just see based on the writing, and I will get back to you. And maybe this will go in the donate pile, which is sad, but you know, I'm happy that my money goes to Love Sweet Arrow. My money went to Love Sweet Arrow, and this is not an author that I've ever read or would be into reading, so I think that's what's really fun about these blind date with the books. Though the first one was Sarah McLean, so obviously huge fave for me. But obviously it's a book that I've already read and had recently read. So I'm gonna read a chapter of this, and I'll get back to you on whether or not I'm actually gonna dive into it, and then we will reconvene. But I did want to say I probably will end up donating this one just because I have not read books 1 through 4 in the series, but I think this is something really nice to go in a little free library, and I've really enjoyed putting books in them. So I think this is something really nice to go in that, and plus it's not something that I feel like I would ever want to reread, but it's not a book that I didn't enjoy. So I will read this first chapter, and we'll see. We're on page 2, and there's just a lot of fat shaming. 2009 romance is not always kind to us now, is it? Oh, this 13-year-old girl is saying some like, ugh. They're talking about Kurt Cobain, and it's written in 2009, but the current chapter is a prologue set in 1992. And she's talking about how Courtney Love is wrong for him, and he's waiting till she's old enough to marry him, and, you know, 13-year-old girl things. But it's just like, why did you need to write that? The prologue about these girls in a sisterhood, these 3 friends painting this old lady's house, I think. I clearly obviously am not interested right now in this, but the writing's just like meh. So let's read a little bit more of chapter 1 in present day, and then we'll definitely figure out if we're DNFing, though I'm on the strong side of DNFing this. This guy, the hero, has what sounds like a Latinx, sounding last name, De Sanchez. And the heroine describes him as having dark olive skin that she had a feeling owed more to genetics than the exposure to the sun. Like, yeah. Ugh. Oh, she calls him Detective Chic, as in, like, Sheik, as in Arabic. You know what? We're just gonna not. We're not gonna do this. So here is 2. These are the 3 books that came in the blind date with the books from Love Sweet Arrow. Obviously, this is a home run for me, though this is my copy, and I love it, I own it, and I love Sarah McLean, so perfect on this one. This was a really fun find for me. I think if I saw this author's books, I would be interested in reading more of them. However, I am giving it just 3 stars. To me, 3 stars is kind of middle of the road. Like, I liked it. I don't think this is, a fantastic book. And then B, like, it's not, 5 stars for me is, this book is everything for me. There's, like, I can't find a flaw in it. But for me, this is just, like, meh, like, enjoyable. I had fun with it. And then opening up a detective romance was not where I wanted to be right now. And then just kind of the 2009 Harlequin writing come off on prologue with some fat shaming, and then some just weird racial things going on in chapter 1. I don't feel like reading this. I'm definitely putting it in a little free library and let it do what it may and find its person, So I'm very happy to kind of be over with this video. I feel like it's taken forever just reading that one book that I did end up reading. I love Sweet Arrow, and I thoroughly love supporting them, so I'm very excited. I will do this one again, maybe around the time of, maybe I'll order some books and like another mystery box from them later next month in November in time for the holidays, just because I love supporting them. I think they're doing really great work and they're a fantastic romance bookstore. I do know that the Rip Bodice does blind date with the books as well, so hopefully maybe I'll do like a November just buying from independent bookstores and stop my eBay binges, and just support these local businesses that are so fantastic to all of these communities, and they just do great work for the publishing industry in general. I definitely recommend the blind dates. I think they're really fun to find something unexpected. And I think you can tell like the array here is so interesting of books that they picked for these blind dates. So I'm very, pleasantly surprised at how this turned out. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.